With about a week to go before Labor Day weekend and summertime wrapping up, bad thoughts to think about. Let's be sponges and soak it up while you can. While there might be a bump or two in the very immediate forecast, I think you're going to like what's coming up, but we'll get to that. First things first, tonight, beautiful night if you've got bonfires or fishing or just kicking out in a hammock and listening to something on the tube. It's a good time to be outside tonight. 64 right now in Brainerd, probably just enough of a breeze to maybe keep some of those skeeters at bay. But you know, those things, they know how to come right in, breeze or not. And it's not that heavy of a breeze. So nonetheless, get out there and enjoy it. Summertime, these evenings are going to be turning to frostbite potential before too long. You know it's going to happen. So get out there and enjoy it while you can. Temperatures right now across the North Country say it's a great night to do that. 62 in Little Falls. Those temperatures are pretty uniform around the North Country. Just the Twin Cities around 76, and even along the Red River Valley, they're hovering right in that 70-degree mark, but we're in the 60s across the better part of the state. So here we are pretty much on average where we ought to be as we're starting to wrap up August. High temperature got to about 81. That's right around average where we ought to be. Definitely not that 92 and definitely not that 42, which was the record back at 82. Daylight hours are starting to shrink down. I'm kind of noticing, don't like it too much. You can tell summer is my season of seasons. I do not like Labor Day. I do not like when fall first arrives. So let's enjoy it while we can. 79 is where we got to in Bemidji. Got to about 50 this morning. It was good sleeping weather. If you left your windows open tonight, you could try it. You might get a little something come in the windows, but aside from that, hopefully not a person, hopefully just some stuff. Down at Deer Lake, saw plenty of sunshine today. Got to about 82, 52 this morning. Some good sleeping there as well. Bob in Bluffton had some good sleeping as well. 52 this morning, got up to about 79. So all in all, things are looking pretty good across the North Country, right about where they ought to be. 80 up in International Falls. In fact, you can see the temperatures pretty uniform throughout the entire state. 83 in the Twin Cities, 80 in International Falls, and pretty much everywhere else somewhere in between. They got into the 70s across the Arrowhead, but we're really not far off that mark. It's once you get into those low temps, you start noticing a bit of a disparity. 63 in the Twin Cities this morning, but we're about the 50s, even some high 40s across the North Country this morning. Park Rapids, Boston, both hit about 48 degrees. Good sleeping weather. Leave those windows open. Here it comes right here where we were talking about Hurricane Irene causing all kinds of havoc, or about to. They're starting evacuations along the Carolinas, and as Dennis was talking about, it could be by late weekend, early work week. Could be interesting up, say, around the Big Apple, Washington, D.C. So let's hope for the best. Pull it out a little bit wider. You'll see Irene coming in on that eastern seaboard, the southeast, but a big whole lot of nothing across the central part of the country. And that's what's been dominating us for a while, but we do have a little disturbance starting to move in from the west. You can start to see the beginnings of a little something, some popcorn showers across the Dakotas. Maybe it'll stir into something later tonight. So what we're going to be looking forward to tomorrow, we could overnight see some showers, maybe thunderstorms. They could linger into the beginning part of tomorrow, maybe some lightning and thunder around breakfast time, maybe just some showers. We'll see what does stir up, but nonetheless, it's going to be a morning thing. The better part of the day is going to look pretty good. Partly cloudy. We ought to be high 70s, maybe right around 80 as you head on down to the south. So tonight, pretty uneventful night. Showers, maybe thunderstorms, but not till the overnight. So once you're tucked into bed, something might change, might wake you up perhaps. 60 for that low. Tomorrow, maybe a morning shower, maybe a thunderstorm, but beyond that, looking pretty darn good. We'll see partly cloudy, mid-70s for that high, and winds will be picking up a bit, about 10 to 20. Beyond that, the weekend, this penultimate summertime weekend, looking good. Get your plans for the outdoors in on Saturday, because Sunday, some bumps potentially. In fact, the best chance will be around the afternoon, and beyond that into the work week. Not half bad. There could be some bumps coming up about midweek, but into Labor Day weekend. Took a sneak peek, took the liberty of a sneak peek. All in all, being as it we're over a week away, it's hard to be accurate about it, but it looks overall pretty decent.
That's good to hear.
So far.
Well, I'm glad to see Saturday. It looks pretty nice for this weekend.
Get outside, get your water skiing in. There you go.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.